Hi,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
How has Karachi been so far?
Hot and humid, but I love Karachi. Thank
Okay,
you.
Reem, this is what we're doing. You have a canvas in your hand and you're painting something that reminds you of Karachi.
Okay.
You've been here how long now?
I lived here for a year in 2021, and now I've been here for 3 months.
Okay. And I am going to try and draw something that comes in my mind when I think of Lebanon.
Okay.
And also, we can't show it to each other, so we show it and we reveal
So we
our
keep it
painting.
hidden till the
Yes.
end.
What is the first thing you noticed when you landed in Pakistan?
So funny thing is, the first thing I noticed was you had this old thing in your airports where you could see the flights and everything, but still on the old thing. Like it used to switch like old British movies type of situation in the airport. Do you remember the old
I
ones?
have no idea what you're talking
No.
about.
When you come into the airport, there is the screen where you see like the flights coming in and coming out and all
Yeah.
of that. It was like in 2021, it
Oh,
was so old. It was flipping live, and I was like, am I in 1980s? And like
Well, Karachi feels like walking into a movie, doesn't it then?
100%.
What did you think Pakistan would be like and what surprised you the most?
The perception on media usually is very, very deserty, like unhygienic. Like that's what the media usually says. But like the moment I did my research before traveling here, Karachi actually seemed to be very diverse. You have mountains, you have seas, you have greenery, but you also have metropolitan cities, which is amazing. I like how chaotic Karachi is actually specifically, because Beirut is very chaotic as well, so it makes me feel like home.
Would you say we are also very similar culturally?
100%. We're mostly Muslim in my country. There's a lot of Christians also and other religions, but the dominant religion is Islamic. So everyone like takes Islam in a certain perspective. So our culture is very embedded with Islam as well.
And how do people usually react when they find out that you're Lebanese?
I expected all reactions except people from here asking me like, why are you here in Karachi? We are trying to leave.
Yeah.
And I was like, guys, everyone's trying to leave their city if you actually think about it. I find Karachi a great space to be creative.
To someone who's watching this right now, they might also be confused about you're Lebanese, you're in Karachi. Why are you in Karachi?
Well, I lived here for a year in 2021. I was an employee working on a different project, and I actually liked the city a lot. And I saw that there's a lot of potential in the city, but it still lacked a little bit of a push from abroad. I felt like Karachi and Pakistan in general was seen in a different way that it should be seen. So what I decided to do is I have my own company here, and it's called Next Gen Talents, and it's a talent recruitment agency. Any talent from artists, choreographers, models, musicians you want to onboard from the Gulf area, especially Lebanon, and want to bring here to like do collabs with the Pakistani creatives, I can do that.
And if we go back, what was your life like before Karachi? What's your background?
Funny enough, I graduated with a bio degree.
Okay.
So I'm a biologist. I have nothing to do with this whole thing. But I started working while I was in uni. I started with educational applications, background work of that sort. Slowly, I turned into more creative spaces, event management, recruitment, and HR. So I started working more with people and events and creatives. And I always used to paint, draw, do a lot of different things. I found myself much more comfortable in a creative space than just working in research or on a laptop behind a screen.
I'm that person.
Yeah.
So we might be very similar in that regard.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, I know that this painting was my idea, but I'm not doing very well.
Me either, by the way. I thought I didn't think this through well. So it goes both ways, by the way.
For the audience that's watching,
Please don't judge.
please do not have very high expectations.
Yeah, don't judge us too much. 100%.
But I'm pretty sure when you started talking to people over here, they must have said, why not Dubai? Why not a different market in the Middle East?
It's very simple. I have the opportunity to live anywhere I want since my family is in Europe. I have a business in the Gulf and my dad is in Lebanon. Dubai for me is a beautiful city, but a fake city. It's man-made. I do like places where God's input hasn't been like played with in a sense. And Pakistan has a lot of that.
Is there like a specific gap that you think that you can fill here in the creative industry?
I don't actually call it a gap. I would more so call it
Disruptive.
Disruption, yes, 100%, but also like giving space for people here also to understand that they can also explore their options more. I feel like there's a little bit of reluctancy into people exploring their own like potential. But there's also a lot of talk that people want choreographers, DJs, designers also to collaborate with fashion designers here, because actually embroidery is also very big in Lebanon, and the
Okay.
textile is also big. So there's a lot of cultural layover, if you want, that you can find when it comes to clothing and all of that.
That sounds so exciting, but it's also sounding like a lot. There's a lot then. You must have been very busy ever since you've come here.
Oh, 100%. And there's a funny thing about this place. People really like to work late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are, not
is-
me. No, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to say that. But we are generally known to be lazy.
It's
Wait, so
not-
Lebanon's not like that? People wake up
Okay,
early?
so Lebanon is awake 24/7. There's a place for every crowd.
So is Karachi, I want to say.
Yes. But like 9,
professionally.
8 a.m., nobody's gonna have a meeting.
No.
Yeah. We already like some
No.
companies for us
We
have
don't
like
even want our
finished.
breakfast at that time.
100%. Well, I'm accustomed to Karachi now. I don't even have my breakfast at that time either.
अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आई तो अभी सब्सक्राइब करें।
Reem, you did have 2 Lebanese girls visiting recently.
Yes.
How was that for them and for you? That must have been a first-hand experience in kind of understanding how people are also reacting to them professionally.
People here treated them so nicely, actually. They were really like invited to places, taken care of. Like everyone wanted them to be part of a scene, obviously. And it was very nice. I liked the hospitality with that. They even made some friends. I even got to know that there's a Lebanese woman also living in Lahore. And there's also other Lebanese woman who is Australian who's married to a Pakistani also living in Islamabad.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, like you learn more about your community also here.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I feel like you're the first Lebanese person I'm meeting in Pakistan. But I love that.
I'm the first to actually have a business here. These women actually fell in love with your men and came here. So yeah.
That's also cute.
It is actually, it is.
Has there been any moment where you thought, this is it and I'm done?
Oh, you would lie if you say you haven't. I mean, every business is like that, especially that this is a startup.
Yeah.
Great sufferings actually yield the best results. So if it's not like a hard journey, it won't be worth the destination.
Do you think people are resistant also over here
Resistant to the idea or
to the idea of more foreign people coming in or in the creative industry also? Because you see, don't have too many people in the creative industry at the moment.
yeah.
And because what you're doing is going to cause some sort of disruption.
Yes.
And disruption always faces resistance.
Of course.
Do you think you've met with any at the moment?
The resistance that's coming here comes from a different perspective. The resistance that comes from here comes from the fact that Lebanon is usually perceived as the party scene, wildlife, you go have fun, beaches, mountains, all of that. So when you come to a place where it's culturally very heavy and embedded in a religion, the hard part is to make people comfortable with the idea that you're not here to change their perspective on religion nor their culture. You're just here to actually add to it and be part of it in a constructive manner.
Before I started painting, I wanted my painting to have a very peaceful, a very calming vibe to it. And it's the opposite of that right now. My painting is really making me nervous.
No, my painting is literally the definition of organized chaos.
So what's next? Are there more girls coming in? What's happening?
I think the best approach to take now is to bring them on rotational times. So when a girl is needed in a certain market for a certain shoot, for example, I will get her for a certain period of time and she'll go back home and come back and forth. So that's how we're gonna go with the models. But I'm also opening conversations regarding other talents, chefs, choreographers and everything, to do workshops or to do small events or opening acts for different events that are happening in Karachi.
Is it challenging to convince people to come here, or are they all very excited?
So the younger generation is actually very open about it. Like they get excited, they like it and everything. But the parents are usually my hiccup.
Your most chaotic experience in Karachi, what would it be?
Chaotic experience in Karachi.
Could be anything.
I am really thinking about it.
I'm really thinking about my painting.
Someone actually went into an accident while I was in a car and with a bike, and there was a child involved. And I really got panicky about the child and the whole situation.
We do need to work better on our traffic laws.
Yeah, I mean, we can try.
So one thing that you would say you've learned about Pakistan that you think people outside have not.
There's a lot of things I learned about Karachi.
I'm trying to do damage control right now.
Me too, by the way. I'm at the point where I'm like, should I like just drop this whole building, like let it be, or should I like?
It is not working out. I don't think we should reveal our paintings.
I think we should, and I'll take all the judgment that comes with it. It's okay. So here's the funny thing. Everyone asked me what I found out about Karachi. I just found it more similar to home every day. We also really worry about the cousins, what they're gonna say, the families, what they're gonna say. Who is like more involved in the wedding, the families or the actual couple? I don't know, but like families do create a big fuss about these things also in Lebanon.
What is the national dress there?
So our national dress is a folkloric dress for women, and for men it's also a sharwal and an uptight kameez and a pant.
Okay.
But nobody wears that anymore. Like this is not even seen anywhere except in like events.
Not even weddings?
No. Weddings is suit and white dress. We're very westernized now. Sadly, we lost a big part of our culture to the West also.
Do you see Pakistan doing that, or do you think it's on track?
Honestly, I don't mind Pakistan. It's not about westernization. I just want Pakistan
No, but
to
with
be...
culturally. Do you think the culture is still very much alive here?
I mean, it's a tolerant culture, although they made it seem to me at the beginning that it's not going to be very intolerant. Like, I feel like I can wear whatever I want, yet I choose to wear something I'm more comfortable in because I don't want to make anyone else uncomfortable. But nobody ever commented on anything, nor made me feel bad, nor looked in a bad way. So I really like that actually. Think I'm done.
Do you want to go first?
Do you want to show it to each other first, see our faces, then the crowd?
Okay, but can I talk about what it is, or do you want to?
100%, yes.
Actually, no. I want you to tell me what it is.
Okay. Oh, that's so cute. You actually tried. I'll give you like points for trying.
Okay, here's the thing. I thought it will not be as colorful as it is.
I love that it's colorful actually. This is Beirut. Like, this is Lebanon in my mind.
I don't know, because this was supposed to be a cedar tree, but it's not.
So, okay, so I'll make it so easy. A cedar tree is just triangle, right?
I know, and it's straight lines. And I tried, but it just, I know.
I love the attempt.
And I was thinking, all of this is like a nice sunset.
Oh, I also went for a sunset, by the way.
Oh, your sunset is so much more beautiful than mine.
Really?
Look at that. I love that both of us have picked water, by the way.
Yes.
I'm a very water person.
So I'm a mountain person. I love the mountains and all, but I also correlated with snow, which goes into rain and then goes into water also. So, I love that.
I will not give this to you to hang it anywhere.
I'll take it.
Repaste.
No, I'll take it. It's okay.
And give you a better, more triangular tree to put up.
I love the effort put behind it, honestly.
No, but I love that so much. Okay.
Thank you.
Fine.
So mine is actually the skyline of Karachi that I see when I'm sea view going on sunset time. You always have those birds.
Is this like reflections?
Yes, and it has like small.
I like the details.
I like there's small beautiful. Okay, so Karachi for me is about the small beautiful moment.
And also, what is this, jasmine?
I try to put some flowers here and there because I don't find this to be like dark. I find this to be actually very relaxing to me.
Well, thank you so much, Reem. This was so much fun.
Same here.
And I want to say good luck with everything that you're trying to do.
Thank you.
I'm very excited about all the people that you're bringing in.
And I'm really excited. I got to do this interview with you actually.
Thank you.
Yeah.